Danganrompa V3 Killing Harmony is rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome back to more Danganrompa V3 Killing Harmony. Oh my gosh, it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded this. You guys, I have no idea exactly when all this will be coming out, but for me, it's been like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so. So it's been a bit. I've had a lot to do, and I've had like no time at all to do this. So, just give me a. I ask you to give me a break if I don't remember something or whatever, because it's just like it has been a bit. As for trial, yes, here we are. Continue. I don't remember exactly where we were or where we let off on, but we will continue forward. I don't care, that doesn't bother me at all.
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
Okay.
What did he make? I forget what he made a mistake about.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Okay.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map.
Yeah.
I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage?
No, I think it was just.
You said.
No, beyond that wall is literally the end of the world. Literally, past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
You lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
What it?
Kichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden road in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
I got you.
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
He just doesn't care this trial. Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden
Yeah, do
route,
I.
why did she manipulate the program?
I don't know.
If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
What if that middle part is actually the break in both lines, and then you take the right half and you just put it over in the left half, and it's actually one map. That break is you crossing over to that other side. It's like an easy way to cross over because technically you're going over.
You wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
She had a cruddy plan, but she had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
Just
There have
gone
been a
to.
lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
Okay.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The events that led us there. Oh, shoot. What strange occurrence happened in the virtual world? Yeah. Isn't that it? No. The thing that happened while we were outside, while we were looking for the secret of the outside world.
Damn it!
Oops. Not bad. Loud noise? Is that it?
This is it!
There it is, yeah. It's one of those two. I just wasn't
You
sure.
mean the loud sound
You mean the
that you and I
loud
heard in the
noise?
kitchen?
Ah! What was that? What was that sound? It sounded as if it was struck very hard. It came from outside, but
You all heard that
you
sound
heard
too?
all that. You heard, yeah.
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That's Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close. I think my theory's true.
You heard my voice?
You heard my
too?
voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Yeah.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something, pretending not to know.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, going to not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Give me a second, guys. I need to like mind. Oh, thank God for a mind game. Okay, strange occurrence. Okay, we're gonna play out this mind game. We're really just gonna, do the thing. I don't really know what it could be. All right, there you go. There's that. Sign of the Rock, that was definitely weird. Alright, there's that. That. Buy 'em, slam. Okay, there's that. What was that, wasn't it? Oh. Are you serious? I'm like trying to get it. I'm like, just let me have it. It was the signboard being able to cross.
Using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm not confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with the sign. Alright, here we go. Thank God for these other things that aren't like what I was doing before. It's like, nope. Alright. Just, yeah, I said before at the beginning of this episode, I'll ask for a little bit of mercy. Mainly just because I'm not used to all of this. It's been a bit. Like, while I've been doing my drawings on a weekly basis, like, this is fine, like, when I do my drawings on that weekly basis, I would usually play this on the weekends, and this would be like the one consistency of my week, but it wasn't that. Not for a little bit. At what point was the signboard swept away when Mew pushed it? Thinking time. It was at the river. Okay. That's the next question. Lion. What's that? There you go. Trying to remember how to slow down if I need to. Just like, give me this thing. Where is the end of the river? Near the chapel. Am I wrong? Chapel sign. Yeah. I was like trying to remember. I'm like, I know it's because everything flowed to the right. The next question. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow, they really throw these cards at you, don't they? I missed all of those. Alright, there's a few more. There's a few more. I'm trying so hard to actually get these things. Okay. Bam. Okay, where was the signboard found after it swept away? At the rock. I feel like all of this is a little bit self-explanatory right here. Like, a picture tells you where, and if you're paying attention to the river current, if you weren't paying attention, I mean, even I'm not being here for, like, recording for, like, 2 weeks, I knew where it was. Oh, another question. Oh, okay. We can't really screw this up, can we? Okay, we can screw up this part. Alright. There's so many of them. I'm trying so hard. They keep moving. Okay, compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? It would have floated against the current. Yeah, in order to go left, it would have gone against the current. It connects! I just want to know who did the murder.
It appeared as
Who
though
killed
the sign
Meow?
was carried against the river's current.
Mm-hmm.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
Mm.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river.
No.
Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Mm-mm.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic.
Yes, we are, Kokiichi.
We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what.
Mm-hmm.
All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
Yeah.
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know Shuichi?
They're placing a lot of faith in me, and I don't like that.
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Oh, me probably heard that too. Okay.
Damn it!
The clues related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried on the river.
Damn it!
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. Okay, we're probably gonna have to just go through a bunch of these so I don't... Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not like...
This is it!
Oh, okay. I just...
It
I,
might have to do with a
yeah.
wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through,
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
It's the wall that lets in.
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
No. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
Okay. What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Okay.
The hell does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Kaito. You need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river, how did the signboard downstream and upstream connect?
That's it!
Okay.
What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Yeah.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
True. Okay.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Not what in that case.
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
Because it is only one wall.
What are you talking about now?
They're the same wall.
That's it.
Yep. I was right. I was right. I was so glad. I feel so good.
The mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
They're the same wall.
The same wall?
We were told they were different walls.
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis.
Yep.
That single wall divides the entire virtual world.
That squiggly mark always bugged me.
The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Yes,
Damn it,
yes, yes.
Kokichi, just tell us.
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch!
Is it?
If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Hangman's Gambit. Oh god. Oh my gosh. What is a unique feature of the virtual world? What? Wah. Wah. World. World. L. Where's the L's? There's the L's. World. Unity. Unity. Okay. Ah. World load? Wait, oh. World loop? Is that it? S. World loops. Okay. We did it!
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Yeah. Oh, good. What? My timer. What happened to you? Oh shoot. I don't know how much time I have left. So you guys can see a little peek. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. Okay, apparently when I told her to do it before, she didn't.
Ooh.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
It is a
If
virtual
that's true,
world.
it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream,
Yeah.
and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Huh.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
No.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
I've seen tons of
But at
games
least
do it.
it's not a
I've seen.
boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Exactly.
Huh? Really?
Yep.
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Right here.
There!
I'm saying it since the beginning of the episode.
That loading point was where the virtual world looped.
Yeah.
We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
Bone.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
Yup.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them, and any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion.
Exactly.
The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Only in some games.
Impressive, Shuichi!
I like his voice.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Yes!
For you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
He is the ultimate supervillain.
You pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that.
I mean, even look at the wall.
There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah. If Shuichi wasn't here, then we never
I don't
would
like
have
what
solved
they're
this
doing.
mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
I don't like all
Thanks,
this.
Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
I don't like all the praise they're giving him.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Yeah.
Kichi talking like Monokuma again.
God is like, no.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What's Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding on Kaito on purpose. There's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve. If we can't find the culprit, it'll be all for nothing. I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? Intermission? Intermission. Well, at least I know I'll figure out who the killer is by the end of this recording session. You know what I mean? It's like, this is only the first episode of my recording session. I still have 3 more 40-minute episodes to record. So, cool. Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all, and Monofani is Father, why would you know that? Never mind. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation. Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I've really been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it? It's cause you have a lot on your mind. Is it getting a lot on your mind? Is it cause the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it cause you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it cause you want to stay friends? Is it cause you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night night. Sound like Yoshi. My head. What is it? Dying?
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
is excited to meet his daddy.
I need to like stab myself now. No, I don't like it.
Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
I don't like it. No. We're gonna forget that ever happened. What is a colossal death flag?
I'm surprised if he doesn't die after that.
It'd be funny if she died instead, not
More
him.
importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Please? Oh my
We
gosh.
understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
Yes.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's
Okay,
see.
Kaito.
Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
Okay.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Oops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
So we know he didn't do it.
That's when I saw Mew.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi
Possibly.
told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof.
Yeah.
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
Boom. Nailed it.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Mew. Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
You know, Himeko has a point.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Everyone's saying, no, Gonta, there's no way the two of you could have been that close. No, all of them are in total
Let's continue
agreement
the
on that. I love
If
that.
Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. the culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
I kind of could have.
Go to not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Which is dumb.
Strength equalized?
I'm just saying, if Mew was smart, if she was really planning it, she would have put invincibility on herself, because you can code that in. Oh my gosh, I've played games where characters had invincibility, and, here's the better part, made herself stronger than everyone else. Holy crap!
That problem.
Two things! All she had to do!
If that happens,
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send?
I know they
Mew's
probably could have
avatar
checked
to
it,
the
saw that
other
she's
side of the
invincible,
wall?
but like she could have programmed it out. I don't know. There's certain things. Alright, we're stopping it there. Next time around, we will continue. Probably get through most of the rest of this trial. I don't think we'll finish it for the next time, but we will at least get most of the way through. So thank you so much for joining me. Like, subscribe, and share. It all really helps. And as always, have a fantastic day. And I will see you on the next time we play Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. See y'all.